What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Clutch. I'm here with Marita from Deadly Tarantula Girl, and we're going to be working my future blacktail that I'm going to be taking home so that I can get more experience with it and get some time on hook and just continue the process. And hopefully it'll be something that you continue to see throughout the future. Have a couple of plans to bring in different venomous. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Yeah.
This little thing's probably all pissed off right now. It's like, you keep putting me back. You're opening this up. Keep fucking with me, dude. So this is the little blacktail or Crotalus Molossus. Did I say that right?
Molossus.
It's a really pretty snake. Definitely something I fell in love with the first time they showed it to me, and I'm just excited to start working this process. I am brand new with it, so obviously we're trying to learn tips and tricks and trying to be better at handling before it comes to my house, and it's just me working on this animal by myself. Well, not by myself, I'll have other people there to watch out for me, but you know what I mean. Instead of having super trained individuals with me.
So, first of all, this animal's in the rack that it is in, which is a little large because this animal is wild caught, so it isn't on quarantine room. And that's just the area that we keep blacktails in. We do keep it in a narrow tub because you want to be able to have the back of the rack is almost like a hide area. You want to be able to have a manageable tub. Sometimes these animals will kind of shoot out of there. If you have a translucent or a clear tub, obviously you always want to try and look in and see where they are before. And then additionally, you want to use a tub pulling instrument if you have one, or just pull the edge of the tub with a hook if you have a sturdy enough hook. And definitely want to make sure that you're outside of the strike range. So tell me what it is that interested you in blacktails.
Initially, I was actually just going for Aatrox, and JD talked to me about the fact that the blacktails are around here. While I'm pissing him off, they're a little bit easier to start out with. We've been noticing that their temperament's a little bit calmer on the hook.
Definitely.
So far than an Aatrox. In all honesty, I think it's a really good rattlesnake to start out with. Not that I think everyone should be venomous or working venomous, but for the temperament that it gives you versus other things that I was interested in, it's a good stepping stone before you go into a more defensive animal.
As far as getting into venomous, it's a good tip if you keep anything locally, because your emergency room is more likely to have anti-venom on hand or within the region. And obviously husbandry is much simpler because they're native to your region. And Crotalus Molossus tend to have a less potent venom than Crotalus Aatrox, as well as a more docile personality. And I personally think they're more beautiful, so to me that makes it more rewarding because I'm more, I don't know, maybe I've seen too many Aatrox in my life. I still enjoy them, but seeing a blacktail to me is much more exciting. And especially this one, it's almost silver and really beautiful, although I do have a large adult that is even brighter. It's just...
Oh, rub it in.
Hey, what can I say? A beautiful snake is a beautiful snake. I find this species very rewarding to work with because they have a relatively gentle temperament. They're usually not terribly difficult to feed. And since we live in the American Southwest, their husbandry is pretty simple, and they're gorgeous.
I agree with you there. Like I didn't even know about these, honestly, until you guys started showing them to me. Note to self, do more research, but...
Which obviously you've done a lot of reading. I know you've borrowed several books from our library before you even actually considered even beginning to train to take this snake back home to your collection. So that's another thing I would recommend to people. Read or watch videos or listen to podcasts, as much different information as you can get, because different opinions vary. Definitely I recommend Google Scholar, because that's going to be more scientific level, proven factual information, rather than just what Billy Bob does on his snake farm, where he has a bunch of snakes in a pit. So tell me how you're feeling handling right now. This snake is cooperating beautifully.
It's doing a great job. I'm a lot calmer than I was, obviously, the first day that I was trying it.
Right.
I think the rattle and everything else that comes with them, it kind of throws you into a spook zone real quick. Until you get used to it. So it's a different process, but they're definitely... I'm definitely a lot calmer than I was. Like just the few hours that I've gotten in so far has made a huge improvement.
It's been 3 or 4 trips now that you've been either observing or actually handling firsthand under supervision. And I know that you realized your mistake the first day was pumping yourself full of caffeine on the way here. And so, you know, obviously don't drink, don't do drugs, stuff like that. But you even need to think about if you're overly caffeinated and you're shaky or jittery. And in the beginning, all those little things really add up. This animal also is feeding well in captivity. It's taken frozen thawed prey already multiple times. We fed it again last night and it didn't eat, but that was after kind of some agitated handling, just kind of being taken in and out with some practice sessions. And so that's pretty typical in a wild caught animal. Essentially, they want to be left alone as much as possible. It's not going to hurt the animal, but it may raise their stress levels enough that they may not feed immediately after handling. What are your closing thoughts?
I'm just excited about it. Like, this is a process that takes time. It's not something you want to jump into. It's not something that you should take lightly. And that's something that we're trying to stress right now.
Certainly. Obviously, keep children and pets away.
Yes. There's a reason I'm doing all my training here and without my kids anywhere near me. That way it's not in the back of my mind. I don't have anything to worry about except for the snake and the people that I'm around, which is a lot easier to do with adults versus little
trained adults,
toddlers.
especially.
Yeah. Little toddlers that just want to run and grab anything that moves. So, just the environment has been very, very beneficial for what I'm trying to do in kind of a faster pace, I would say. I know this is probably my 3rd or 4th time on hook, so it's getting there. I obviously need to work a lot more than just my blacktail, because I need to learn how to read every snake a little bit better before I start really pulling in more. But it's just a great experience, and the level of respect you have to have for the animal and kind of the edge that you have to have with them makes it, I don't want to say more meaningful, but like there's a deeper respect for it, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Versus just a ball python or a baby retic or something like that, where if it bites you, it's all right, whatever, I just got bit. So.
Well, obviously too, you have to take additional precaution if you have children in your home or even anyone that's not skilled in handling snakes. So locking enclosure, everyone needs to be informed, they need to be properly labeled, all that stuff.
And I mean, I've already set it up to where I know it's going to be under a triple lock instead of just I think most places require a double lock or request that you put them under a double lock just because of kids, right? So I want that one extra precaution just to make sure.
Right.
But it's a great experience, and thank you guys so much for allowing me the opportunity to work with it, and hopefully it'll grow up and thrive.
Yeah, my pleasure.
I'm super excited to see this turn into a big mature adult one day.
Yeah. Awesome.
Alright guys, if you enjoyed this, make sure you give a like. If you're interested in Venomous, I highly recommend that you go find a mentor. Reach out to Marita, reach out to JD, reach out to anyone you know that's actually been working Venomous for a while and not just jumping in on it. That is the #1 key, obviously. Like I said, share this with your friends. Go check out Marita, give her some love. It's been her information's always down below, but it's been a little while since I pushed some love out her way, and she's been giving a lot of love my way, so let's fix that. Alright, you guys have a great day, you stay blessed, and we're going to see you on the next one.